Hello and welcome to Connections Realty Group and Friends. And I have my friend with me, Demetrius Lockett. Hey, Demetrius.
Hey, glad to be back again.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So, Demetrius, please tell everybody a little bit about yourself before we jump into this topic.
Absolutely. I make my life's work helping families get into homes. I'm a loan officer with Southeast Mortgage. I've been doing it for about 30 years, and it is my personal ministry. Love
I love it. And 30 years means you are what? A beast. Okay, okay. You the man. You
it.
the man. So, Demetrius, what I wanted to talk about in this segment is I wanted to talk about the blueprint. We keep talking to
We've
everybody
mentioned the
about
blueprint.
the
Yes.
blueprint because that is our thing for 2024. If you steal it, don't say it because we said it first. Um, but we're talking about the blueprint. And when we talk about the blueprint, y'all, we're really only talking about getting pre approved
yes.
or knowing what you need to do to get pre approved.
And I think, and that's all it is. But if it helps some of you, just consider it having a conversation because that's all we're going to do. You're going to call me and I'm going to ask you a series of questions that you'll know your name, your address, your social security number. How much money do you make? I'm going to take that information and put it into this really, 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 really big computer. And it's going to help me determine which programs work for you, how much money you need. And in many cases, what we need to do to get you ready, because contrary to popular belief, most people don't wake up in the morning wanting to buy a house and get one in the afternoon.
Well, what but they do wake up like that though.
They do wake. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They do wake up
And
like
and,
that.
and you know
Or
what?
right before the lease is
This
up. They
this
got
is
1 week.
this is the chance to speak to our audience too, to let them know you can still be in your apartment and get ready
Eh,
like you're advocating. It just makes, because buying a house is stressful.
ooh,
Best credit, best money, still stressful. So why not relieve the stress and know exactly what you can do so that you are one of the few people that is able to go through the process well informed and well prepared. Because that's what makes it stressful, is because people don't know what to expect.
exactly. And that's why I tell people getting the blueprint gives you the time to get ready with less stress. So
Hmm.
instead of you're in the deal and the loan officer needs this, and you don't have it and you're running around, if you already have those things, getting those things in order, when they ask you, be like, here you go, email, right?
Because
It's
you
just
already
that.
know. Because you
Exactly.
already know what's expected.
And I'm going to tell you when I bought my house.
Okay.
Let me tell you how I had to do it, y'all. I did this. Uh, I want to buy a house. This is how much it costs. What I need to do. I wanted to know
Hmm.
exactly what it needed to look like to do what I wanted it to do.
And
So
see
your
what
debt to
happens.
income ratio,
Hmm.
your documents, your taxes. I'm telling you, I went and got prepared for what I wanted. I didn't wake up
Hmm.
and say, this is what I want. And they start asking me for stuff and I'm just throwing it over there hoping it worked. I didn't do mine that
And
way.
so many people do.
Exactly.
And then they get frustrated at the realtor, at the loan officer, at this process. But you can circumvent all of that by preparing yourself early.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why
Before
wouldn't you?
y'all
Why
do
wouldn't
nothing,
you?
my self-employed people, this,
Oh, yo, this is big. This is
listen,
big.
if you want to buy a house in 2024, or to be honest, 2025, call Demetrius and get your blueprint. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you have to file your taxes a certain way according to what you want to do. What you can't
Exactly.
do is file and say, "Yeah, I made this much money, but I really didn't bring that home," and think you can ready get a loan. Wait a minute.
And you can't change it after we've seen it already. So one of the things that I've been doing for a number of your clients is, if you are self-employed, before you send your taxes into the IRS, just let me take a look at them and I will at least let you know the effect that this filing has on your ability to buy a house. Because a lot of times the accountants can do other things,
Right?
especially if they know that you're looking to purchase a house. So
Absolutely.
that conversation is also part of blueprint.
So, and I want to share this. So, two, you have to make sure that be honest with your loan officer. They are not popo. Do y'all say that anymore? I know I'm a little old. Sorry. Right? they're on your team. They do not get paid unless
Hello.
they help you close, right?
Hello.
So be honest with them so they can give you, okay, we can do it like this or we can do it like that. Now they're not going to do anything illegal, so don't ask them to do that, right? But they're going to tell you within the guidelines
Exactly.
what you can do and how you need to do it.
I think that is so important, Stephanie, because this is 2024, 2023, actually,
But
or 2024. It doesn't matter. It's past 1967. How about that? And we might not find out if you're lying to us right away. Sometimes it does not happen until the last day, the day when you're supposed to close. And then we tell you you can't close because we found something that you could have just shared with me and I can teach you how to navigate around it. That's really a loan officer's job,
absolutely.
is to tell you where the bodies are buried, to go around corners that you didn't even know were there. So be really, really honest, not just with the loan officer, but with the realtor too,
Absolutely.
because all of us are putting everything into your deal. And nothing happens for us financially until you're satisfied and closed.
And there's some things that we could have gotten around by using a
Absolutely.
different loan product or whatever. So tell the truth.
Tell the
Now,
truth.
the other thing in your blueprint, your income is very important, your debt to income ratio.
Yes.
So
I would say first to especially to the people that, when the pandemic happened, a lot of people stopped going to the normal 9 to 5 and they started their own side gig, which is now their front gig.
right.
That's great. But keep in mind, if you're buying a house, I've got to look at 2 years of tax returns. You doing that business. And whatever you tell Uncle Sam is what we believe.
Absolutely.
But again, it's about being prepared. Just pick up the phone
Right. Pick it up.
and say, I want to buy a house. I want the blueprint. And then we figure out where you are. Just think about this. You call and spend 5 minutes on the telephone. Even if your score is awful, you thought it was 400, it's actually 420. Now you know that. So you're 20 points better than when you started the first phone call. Or let's say you make the phone call and there's absolutely nothing that can happen today. You haven't lost anything.
So
Nothing.
right, nothing. So we're going to go for a quick commercial break and we're going to give you a few more tips on why it's so important on getting the blueprint. We'll be right back in just a moment.
If you're looking for a realtor who's patient, caring, knowledgeable, who's an expert negotiator, and doesn't quit until the job is done, then you're looking for my favorite realtor, Stephanie Thomas, whose motto is, it's not about being ready, it's about getting ready.
And we're back. These commercials get shorter and shorter. Golly. I'm here with my friend Demetrius Lockett, guys, and we're talking about the blueprint. And again, we're saying schedule, call Demetrius Lockett, tell him Charmaine sent you so that he can give you your blueprint. Now, I'm going to tell you another reason why it's good to get the blueprint. When you start guessing and just Googling, well, they say pay it down to 20%. Okay, listen. That all depends on the rest of the stuff. That's why we're saying don't just Google and
It's
think
a
you know
full
something.
picture.
And I'm gonna tell you what I see way too many clients do. They call this I'm just trying to fix my credit right now. I'm good. Then they go paying off stuff that they
Mhm.
should not pay off because it brings it back current on their credit report.
Right. Doesn't mean a hill of beans to me. The underwriter could care less. So why not do those things that make a difference?
Absolutely. Why not take that money and put it towards your down payment? Now you done paid off something that you shouldn't even paid off.
Right.
You playing around with the student loans, right? When you didn't have to do that. And again, don't make a move that you can't undo. If
Correct.
you keep running around doing stuff that you think you should be doing and come back, you can't unpay it. You can't undo it.
And that's when people get the most frustrated is when they do. I often tell clients sometime for the next 30 days, I need you to turn your brain off. And I literally mean that because we don't need you thinking through anything. We need you to do exactly what we ask. Same thing for the real estate agent. It's not because we're trying to take control of you, but we are. But we want to make sure that this thing ends successfully with the least amount of stress.
Absolutely. And if you want to know how the system works, you got to talk to people who work in it, i.e.,
Makes sense.
okay? And the rules change all the time. So don't come with the 1970 back in my time, okay? 2024, baby. So hopefully this worked for you. Hopefully we got the fear taken away. Some people want to wait till they're ready, but then you don't need Mr. Lockett.
But you know what? And if you are scared, do it.
And that's what I was going to say. And know it's in your best interest. Again, our tagline, it's not about being ready. It's about getting ready. All right, Demetrius, give them your information
Absolutely.
again.
I can be reached at 404-396-7445. Again, that's 404-396-7445, or you can Google Demetrius Lockett.
And if you want me to help you keep you straight, you can call me. 442463841. Y'all go back to work or go to sleep, whichever one you're doing. But have an awesome day.
See y'all later.